Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another live stream here on the channel. Today, as you can see, we are flying the beautiful Rotate MD-80 here. Hey Chris, how are you? I was actually just contemplating getting the Rotate MD-80. Well, I can recommend it, and it has improved massively throughout the course of its X-Plane 12 journey. It's had some pretty significant upgrades. Hey Stan, how's it going? Good to have you here. Thank you very much for being a channel member, of course. Yeah, so welcome to the stream today. Let's brief the route here. So let me just, there you are, should be able to see Navigraph now. So I do still run Navigraph on my tablet, but I've just got it open so I can show you guys the route. And we are flying from Budapest in Hungary, my first flight from Hungary actually, to Munich, where we will be using the amazing scenery by Short Final Design or Mr. X6. So we can take a look at that once we get there. Yeah, so we are sat here at the cargo ramp at Budapest, and we'll be taking off runway 31 right. Slight crosswind, 7 knots from the left, it's not too bad. We'll be on the JAL to Romeo departure. And then it's a pretty short flight all the way over here to Munich. We'll be landing runway 26 left, where it's very calm, on the NAPS 1 Bravo arrival. And it will be in ILS. And we'll get a quick view of Munich city and some lovely views of these mountains. I do have auto running, so that's always very good. Right, so let's get back to the sim here. Let me bring up my chat again. Alrighty. Hey Caleb, how you doing? Just checking on my comments coming through. I can see them, yes. If I change the chat filter to all messages rather than top, I can then see your messages. No, Caleb, I see your chats. Hey, Mikhail, how are you? Thought you were gonna bad say let's brief the cabin crew on a cargo plane. In other words, let's brief the... Absolutely. We got to tell the packages where we're going here, or where they're going. Right, so now that's done, we are flying Lufthansa Cargo here. It's a default livery, and we are using the Mango Studio Soundpack, of course. We're on the General Electric engine option. So all of that good stuff. I've turned off the passenger noise because we are flying cargo. Alrighty, so let's start this aircraft up. Beautiful sounds. So let's get ground power here. Lovely EFB as well. Really nice. Beautiful. Hey Nikki, how's it going? Thanks for being a member on the channel. Yeah, I'm doing good. I sent my channel link to Discord, so maybe you can... yep, I'll add something for you, Caleb, that's fine. In a second after takeoff. Yeah, I'm good, Mikhail. Great, now I'm streaming in the MD-80. Right, so let's get the ADAS. We'll let that self-test. There it is. Just love the sounds in this MD-80. Alright, so let's go APU power, and I'll get the APU starting. Whilst we do that, let's listen to that APU sound. Sounds amazing. Alrighty. So, let's proceed. Right, so logo light can go on. That's all good for now. We can... nav lights are on. No smoking signs can go on. Seatbelt signs we can leave because we're cargo. Been flying the A300 at the moment, doing East Mids to Leipzig to East Mids, now heading to Dublin. Oh, very nice. East Mids, great choice. And yeah, well, we get so many aircraft from Leipzig, especially at night coming into East Mids. Right, so what else? Such a simple aircraft to start up. Let's go ahead and do the FMC then. So, oh, actually what we do need to do, let's do our weight and balance actually. So, let me get Navigraph on my tablet here and just bring up the OFP. Right, so zero fuel weight today of 197.5, so let's just get that set. I'm looking at the zero fuel weight down here. I just set my payload until I have the same zero fuel weight as SimBrief, so 197. Oh, almost. There we go, that's good enough. 197. And then fuel today, we are using 20.6 tons of fuel, so let's just set that. You can type here as well, but my keyboard is a little bit far away from me because I do have the TCA yoke on my desk, so. But that's all good. Trip fuel for the calculations is 8.5. So that's all good. We will apply that. Now we can request all of that good stuff. Alright. Get back to chat here. I'll actually type in, yeah, I usually type it in as well. It's just with this TCA yoke on my desk and where my mic is, I can't like lean forward, otherwise I will I'll hit my mic and that ain't gonna be pleasant for anyone. Yeah. So anyway, let's go here and start setting up the FMC, MCGU, whatever it's called in this aircraft. So, right, what am I doing? In it. So we are going from, you know what, I'm going to bring my chat up on my phone, because I have my chat on my laptop, and every time I go to Navigraph, I can't see chat and I miss things. So, yeah, I don't want to do that. Alright, good, we are good to go. Flight Sim Pilot Guy, hello, how you going? Right, so having a mic on desk can be a pain sometimes. Yeah, I've got it on a boom arm, but because it has to be so close to like my mouth, it's literally right in front of me. So, right, we're doing Lima Hotel Bravo Papa, which is Budapest, and then Echo Delta Delta Mike for Munich. That's so good. Our alternate today is Leipzig, Echo Delta Delta Papa. There it is, flight number. We are GEC, which is Lufthansa Cargo's identifier, and then 0818. Beautiful, cruising today at flight level 340. There we are. And cost index is 47. I haven't flown this aircraft in a while, so I did this exact route earlier actually. Need to reset my chat. Yep, alright. So that's all good to go. Go back to flight plan and get our SID. So 31 right is our takeoff runway on the JAR 2 Romeo. There it is. And we can insert that. Yeah, I had to take a flight in this earlier just to re-familiarize myself with it. So anyway, so from Gillette we're going direct to Zolku. So Zolku, like that. I still have mine on my desk mic, but I don't use it. My new headphones got a wireless, but the mic is built inside the headphones, so it doesn't get in the way, but really good for, yeah. Joshua, I'm assuming you're using 1209 RC5. Have you noticed a reduction in turbulence effects? My flights all seem smooth these days with or without Active Sky. No. I am on 1209 RC5, but I've not noticed that at all. I am on using active sky as well. We are on live weather today. I did have turbulence earlier during this flight, so maybe we'll hit some turbulence again. But no, I think it's been fine. Maybe you've just possibly been flying in some sort of calm areas where there's no turbulence, maybe. But I've done a few flights where there's, you know, heavy turbulence. Right, so after Zoku, we're going to ARSIN. There it is. And before I forget, if you guys do want to pick up the MD-11 Soundpack, which I'm using today, or any other Soundpack that is from Mango Studios, then you can use the discount code, which is in the pinned comment in the chat, DrishalMAC2, and you'll get 20% off. Alright, so direct to Sydney. Just like that, then direct to Bagsy. So Sydney, and then direct to Bagsy. And then from Bagsy to Matig. Really like the button click sounds here. Right, so after Matig, AMADI, Amadi, and it'll be this one here, 260 nautical miles away. And from Amadi, see we now have the airways option here, Quebec 113, and then from there to Napsa. Alright, so that's all done. Let's go down here. So get rid of this discontinuity. Go here, do our star. Turbulence and XP is definitely still there. I was flying yes sim, that sim. Had to hold off from climbing because traffic. But was flying through turbulence and my autopilot kept going off, so I had to manually. Yeah, so I tried the X-Works A330-900 Neo last night on an overnight, and it was fine right up until it got to the coast of Canada. So I was flying from Heathrow to Mexico City, and right onto the coast of Canada, autopilot disconnected and it just started going round in circles and climbed to about 42,000 foot, and lucky I woke up. But yeah, it was doing strange things, and the menu, they like X-Works menu that stopped working like 5 minutes into the flight, so that was interesting. Chris, I'm on RC5 and got knocked around pretty good this morning in a Cessna 172 flying around KAMA. Yeah, I think turbulence is still there. I don't think they've changed anything, or at least I've not noticed anything. Right, anyway, so ILS-26 left on the NAPS-1 Bravo star, and NAPS transition. Sorry, the OTT transition. And we'll insert that. Get rid of that. Okay, so NAPS is in there twice, so I'm gonna delete that. Delete that. Perfect. Let's take a look now. And we did. Okay, good. So let's take a look at that. So we go here to plan and go back to the start. To run it through here, make sure there's no discontinuity. So it basically, this waypoint is shared, so it looks broken. It's not. We're flying from here, and then we're going to make this right turn and then left turn onto final. That's the approach into Munich. So anyway, that looks all good. Now let's do our performance is done in it. This is page 2. Page 2 is done. So let's do our takeoff and approach. So using Navigraph. I've had that happen last time. I don't know, long haul. My engine's turned off and I woke up at 10k, but monitor was turned off. I couldn't find the button. Saved it at 3k. Yeah. I don't know, the autopilot just kept disconnecting on the default A330, so I guess it's still broken in that respect. And there was no VNAV for some reason either, so it was being strange. I just thought I'd try it. So anyway, packs are going to be on. Now on Navigraph, what I'm going to do is go to the runways, and then we're taking off 31 right. So if I can go to runway information here and get the slope. And the slope here is 0.66. So because that's positive, that's an upslope. So we'll do up, where there is up 0.66. And then it wants a headwind component, so we just put HD for headwind, and Navigraph splits up your winds into a headwind and a crosswind component, and it is 11 knots. Just like that, that's all in there. Right, so temperature here is 10 degrees. Alright, and we'll be doing flaps 15. Perfect, there's our V speeds. 136, 158, 165, so let's put that up here. Yeah, 165. And cruise altitude today was 340, so let's get that set whilst we're here as well. Perfect, so that's all good to go. Flap 15. So we'll keep that on takeoff and approach. That's fine there. Yeah, let's get this off plan. So we'll go map. Take the range down. Let's listen to the ATIS and get our altimeter set. So they should be up like that. Right. So let's tune that. Turn it on.
Lima Hotel Bravo Papa Airport information Golf 1800 Zulu weather wind 305 at 11 visibility 10,000 sky condition ceiling 3,500 broken temperature 102.4 QNH 1021 advise on initial contact.
Alright, so 1021. Let's get that set. There we are, and it sets it on both sides. That's all looking good there. What we can do is turn that on. Let's get our... Actually, we can turn that external power off because we're on our APU now. Let's get the pushback truck.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Right, let's save that for earlier. Now, I do have... the ortho you're currently seeing is for... is from Auto, so I'm running Auto again today. But the Auto, as we get closer to Munich and for the surrounding area, is Auto for XP and using the SFD patch file, so we have all the custom mesh that comes with the scenery as well, so that's amazing. There was a time like XP 1207 where the default 8030 worked, as I actually done a few successful long hauls in it, but recent updates have broken it. I've done one long haul in that and it was fine, and I've just not tried it again. But yeah, after we've got plenty. Well, I would like some more sort of ultra long hauls. So A350, A340 are great.
Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Let's actually make sure that they are closed. So we'll dismiss that. Everything else is closed. That's good to go. Yeah, so I can't wait for the 777 for another Boeing ultra long hauler, because the 767, 757 are great, but the range, you know, I like sometimes I'll do a flight the night before, wake up, have lectures, whatever, go to uni, so I'll come back at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon and, you know, land. So I'll be doing 15-16 hour flights, and it'd be nice to have a Boeing wide body which can do that. At the moment I'm sort of restricted to the A350 and A340 for that stuff. How high a resolution tiles do these auto tiles get?
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
So my minimum zoom level is 16, and then it basically my minimum is zoom level 12, but it'll basically put the whatever it can, so it'll do the best it can based on your internet speeds and whatever, and how close you are to the ground. So down here I think this is probably zoom level 16. Let me see if I can zoom out. So I think this is probably about zoom level 16 here, but as you go up higher it'll slowly downgrade to sort of zoom level 15, 14 possibly, just because you don't need, zoom level 16 when you're at like 35,000 foot. So it's good. Regular auto for XP is definitely higher quality though, that's for sure. But this is nice, just like I didn't have any auto generated for this area, and rather than have default, I can just load up auto and it's good. And we shouldn't have stutters because I have cached the area in advance, so I absolutely can't wait for the 777V2. You definitely heard me say, or seen me say, I'm gonna be busy once it releases. Oh yeah, 100%. Let's turn the beacon on. Put the transponder onto there.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Alright, good. So, there we are. Turn the engine ignition on, and I think we're good to start engines here. So we'll start engine number 2 first. I forget a couple of things. AP bleed would help, wouldn't it? Is it still not gonna start? No, there it is. Took its time. No worries, Chris. Always happy to answer those sorts of questions. That's what I love about live streaming. I can answer questions live. Well, and we should actually probably uncage the standby. There we are. I bet like I'm sure we'll be busy on some 772 in places like New York, LA, etc. So we'll be, yeah, BatSim is gonna get very busy when the 777V2 comes out. Right, so engine number 2 is starting. And we'll let that stabilize, and then we'll start engine number 1. It's looking about stable now. Let's go engine number 1. Right. Add the fuel in.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Alright, so it looks like we got a good start on engine number 1. We'll let that settle. We do need to set our stab trim, so 5.8. So let's get that set. There is trim set. Engine 1 looks stable. We'll go engine number 3. And we'll also go flaps 15.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Lovely. So we now have flaps 15 for takeoff. And we need to put the fuel in. Just sounds so good. Very automated aircraft. You really, I mean, APU, to turn the APU on, you literally click APU power. That is it. That is how you turn the APU on. It does everything for you other than the bleed. It's pretty nice actually. So it looks like tug is clear. All of this is good to go here. That's fine. Just making sure we've not forgotten anything. We can turn the weather radar on now. Set that to WX. That put a 3-degree tilt on, so that's 1.5. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. So tilt it 3 degrees up. Perfect. Runway turn-offs. And the nose light can go to the taxi. I think we're good to taxi here. We can turn the APU off. And yeah, I think we're good to go. So let's release the parking brake. We'll just a very short taxi here, just a right turn to the end of the runway there. I love that around here. Thunderstorms late last night into early AM. Knocked out transformers in the area. Glad to have put that generator in after the big freeze. Oh no. Hey, Q8 pilot is here. Hello, my friend. Very, very nice to have you here. How are you doing, my friend? And thank you, of course, for being a channel member. Really, really do appreciate that. Hope the channel members enjoyed the members only stream on Thursday. Right, so we'll make a right turn here. Oh, hang on. There it is, now we have tiller. My tiller wasn't working for a second there. That's fine, just make a sharp turn here. Slowly. Yep, because of the lower script I use for my rudder pedals using racing pedals, the tiller doesn't seem to work unless I assign a separate axis to tiller itself. So luckily I've got my joystick here, which I'm not using right now. Well, only for tiller, the twist axis. I'm doing good, thank you, Sam. Very, very good. I am enjoying the MD-11. It's really, really nice. I got it in December time and streamed it once, flew it maybe 3 or 4 times, and just haven't had a chance to go back to it. So I did a flight this morning, refamiliarize myself with it, and yeah, really, really fun to fly. Hand flying it is very, very, very rewarding, especially when you nail the landings. So we'll taxi on here. It does look very good, doesn't it? And I have to say the default liveries, this is a default livery by the way, is very, very detailed. Oh yeah. Oh, almost 30 knots on the ground speed there, it's a fast taxi. Slow it down a little bit. Get ourselves slowed down, and then we'll check there's nothing on the runway before we enter 3-1 right here. Alright. So it looks like we are clear on both sides. What we can do is take a quick look on the map here, just to be sure. Traffic global isn't spawning anything on approach or anything, so we're good there. We'll taxi onto the runway now. The landing lights can go on, nose light can go to land, and the high intensity, which is just strobe essentially, can go on. Just to check, so V1 speed 136, VR 158, perfect. We'll depart here, the beautiful Budapest. And hopefully if we don't have too many clouds on the way over, we'll have some lovely views of the terrain around here. It's a very beautiful area. Line up here. Alright, so I think we are all good for takeoff. All the lights are as they should be. Just the APU is still on. That'll stop in a second, I guess. Everything here looks good. Let's go flying. Alright, so we'll hit auto flight just once, and then spooling up 50%. I like the gauge glass reflectivity on the instrument panel. Is very nice, isn't it? Alright, so stable. Takeoff thrust is set. Knots. V1 and rotate. Gear can go up and we'll go for a flyby. Oh yeah, right, so go FMS speed, nav and profile. Make a left turn here. I was complaining about the bleeds. I'll still hand flying it. I'm going to hand fly it for a little bit actually. See if we can get it trimmed. Pitch down slightly here. We'll turn on the autopilot. Beautiful Budapest city here. Can't see a whole lot of it because of this overcast, but let's see if we can sort this. There we are. That sorted itself out now. Perfect. Yeah, sounds great. If I end up getting this Mango, will be a must buy. Absolutely. It is a really nice sound pack. And you do, of course, get the Pratt & Whitney sounds as well. If you then go and purchase the Pratt & Whitney engine mod as well from Mango. I'll put the flaps up now. And you will, of course, get 20% off both of those using my code. So yeah, I'm running the GE engines right now, the CF6s, but you can get the Pratt & Whitney 4000s mod from them as well. And you can simply switch sounds here to Pratt & Whitney or General Electric. And there's all of these settings. It's very, very nice. So let's pull that. Put the altimeter to standard now. Did we put we didn't put RT, not on TARA. That's fine. Lovely aircraft. I just like how unique it is. It doesn't feel like you're flying an Airbus, Boeing or It's nice and refreshing. Lovely. As we break out the clouds here. There's 10,000. We'll turn off landing lights, nose light can go off, runway turn-offs can go off, the logo can go off. And I think we're all set now. Oh, we didn't say auto brakes. Whoops. In my opinion, MD-11 is one of the best Soundpacks. It is very, very good. Oh, Drishal, I got the same B2 volume control little plugin you do in my scripts folder, but it's not popping up. Any ideas? Huh. No idea. I just put it in my scripts folder and it worked. Maybe might be worth re-downloading. Maybe. Have you got the latest version of Fly with Lower? Go for a flyby. I just love the livery. I love how detailed the livery is as well. It looks old and worn slightly. How new is the latest Fly with Lower? I can have a look. We can check it out right now. So let me have a look on my second monitor. Fly with Lower, let's look when the latest version came out. So the X-Plane 12 version, which is Next Generation Plus as it's called, came out on 24th of October 2023, and I have the latest version. That's version 2.8.11, sorry. I can put a link to that in chat. Does all your other Lua scripts work, Chris? There we are. So that's the latest Fly with Lower for you there. It's gonna look good. These reflections, texturing. The detail of the texturing back there is crazy. Very, very good. And the F-mod sounds, as you can hear when you go between the, oh well, I would say cabin, but the rear of the aircraft to the cockpit, how it changes. Only other script I have is the one Q8 just to the video one, right? I don't think they'd be messing with each other. So you can go here to Fly with Lower and reload all scripts. I don't know if that might help, or maybe it could be worth checking it's not moved it into quarantine, because sometimes that will remove the script into quarantine if it isn't doing what it should. There's a separate sort of quarantine file there. So if I go here to my, I'm going to bring this up on screen for you guys. So if I, you should be able to see my file explorer now. If I go into scripts, I've got a bunch of stuff here. But yeah, I've just got my B2 volume control .lower. As you can see there. So, this is version 2.4, September 2022. But yeah, I would make sure it's not in this scripts quarantine folder. Make sure it is in the scripts folder there. Right, so let's see where we're at. We're at 27,000 foot. Increase the range. Just about 160 nautical miles from our top of descent. Clouds looking beautiful. Lovely. I do need to try that that new lower script, the RXP enhancer that Q8 just did a video on. Looks very, very good. I need to try that out. Looking all good down here still. Looks very, very nice. So we're here, top of climb. We are now cruising. And again, still looking all good up here. So yeah, I hope the Flight Sim Expo 2024 manages to sort the venue out with the hotel and everything closing for renovations or whatever it is. That's a bummer. I was planning, well, I was looking into going actually, and just as I started looking into it, they had this issue. So hey, Pilot Red Eye, how's it going? How's the flight going, my friend? Yeah, good, good. Just hit top of climb, so cruising to our top of descent now, on our way to Munich. And yeah, it's all going good so far. Does look good. Beautiful. So next stream should be Monday evening. I have to think what we're gonna fly. Maybe the A340 again. I'm very much enjoying that. maybe we can fly the Zebo again. With that new hood that I showcased a few weeks ago, it is very, very good. Can't go wrong with the Zebo. But as always, if you have any suggestions, do let me know. I'm open to flying whatever, wherever. We'll have to find some new routes to fly. Doing a fair bit of flying in South America recently, and it's really, really nice. I've previously never flown in South America, but yeah, it's really enjoying it. My members only stream, we flew to Santiago, which just has some beautiful terrain around there. So there's something cruising up there. That's just auto loading a new tile. So an A330. And if you aren't in the Discord, then please do join. It's a great community we've got there, and I've just started a screenshot competition. So tomorrow I'll be announcing a winner. That'll be weekly. Every Sunday a new winner will be announced. So if you haven't already, get there and post some of your screenshots. I'd absolutely love to see them. For Fly with Lua, there's an option in the plugin main menu to disable moving bad scripts to quarantine. If you are sure what you're moving there, you can set the option. Is that there it is, yeah, disable moving bad scripts to quarantine. Perfect, there we are. I'll leave that enabled then. As always, Q8 Pilot coming in with those really useful tips. I mean, I've been using X-Plane for what, 7 years, and Fly with Lua for years, and I've honestly, even though it seems like, you know, it's obvious right there, never knew that was a thing. So thank you very much. Just got a little bit of ground peeking through the clouds there. Auto, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna see these mountains off to the left, unfortunately. Still all looking perfectly fine up here. Like I said, very automated aircraft. There's honestly not a whole lot to do. Hopefully should have my Manchester from Time Models review coming out soon. Both a video and a written review on xplanereviews.com, so keep tuned for that. Great scenery. Streamed it when it released. What was that, about 2 weeks ago now? Yeah, highly recommended. To be honest, a lot of the new stuff from Time Models has just been really nice. Oslo was great. Heathrow is really nice as well. Clouds looking great, sure. Thank you, Chris, very much. It's all Visual XP. All Visual XP. Not tweaked any of the cloud settings in Visual XP actually. All the cloud stuff is just default. Just using CF1. I have tweaked the atmosphere setting, and my preset is downloadable on my Discord for channel members, captains and above, I think it is. But yeah, it looks really nice. Visual XP is always working really nicely, and I can't wait for them to bring their live weather overhaul so we can test it out, see what it's like compared to Active Sky. But yeah, Active Sky with Visual XP is just an amazing experience within the sim. Look at that. Lovely. We do have Vienna off to our right, but I doubt we'll be able to see much of it. It's very overcast here. Ah, it's clearing up. Amazing. Now we can see some of this really nice ortho. This is all Bing as well. So there it is. Weather has cleared up, and you can take a look. Look at these. This beautiful terrain over here. See, that's probably using something like zoom level 14 or 15 right now, but up here you can't really see the difference, to be honest. There's Vienna Airport, just over there. Yeah, very nice. One thing I've noticed with ortho for XP, and just auto tiles in general, in recent years they've become a lot more consistent. So nothing to do with applications, it's just the actual source imagery. I remember when ortho first sort of became a thing or started becoming popular, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago with XP11, it was quite often that you'd have areas where the tiles don't, you know, might not color match, and they're taken in different seasons and all sorts. But now, I mean, as you can see here, it's very consistent looking. So I've noticed the same with the UK as well with Arc. So yeah, looks very good. Yeah, I'm only using Visual XP for clouds these days. I really try to like the ozone effects, but no joy. Yeah, I mean, with a bit of tweaking, I managed to get them to a point where I like them, and I do enjoy them. Sunsets are really beautiful, so might be worth tweaking a bit. But yeah, the clouds is really what sells it for me. The clouds, the water effects are really nice as well. It's a subtle difference, but when you're flying to areas like Tenerife or Gran Canaria or something where, you know, island airports, it's just beautiful. And the night lighting as well. But the default X-Plane night lighting is pretty good by default. Hey Alex, welcome to the channel, nice to have you here. Your FPS is amazing. My X-Plane 12 is so laggy, especially with Visual XP and Auto Ortho. Well, my FPS right now is only about 35 FPS, so it's not amazing right now. MD-11 is pretty decent on FPS actually as an aircraft. It's just the area with all that terrain, it takes up a fair bit of FPS, and I'm streaming and everything, of course. With Ortho, yeah, it does cause a lot of stutters, so that's why I held off using it on live streams. But what I've sort of figured out there is if I fly the route beforehand and get all this stuff cached, it'll still stutter, but it's not stuttering as much. So all of this is cached downloaded onto my PC right now because I flew the route earlier. But yeah, that's the only issue with Ortho, it does stutter. But hey Alex, if you want some help optimizing your X-Plane, you know, for your system, and some performance tips, then Q8 Pilot has some great videos on performance and, you know, messing with the NVIDIA control panel and It's helped me tremendously, so I do recommend going and checking those out. Absolutely, Chris. Yeah, always tweak and explain. Sometimes I spend more time tweaking explain than I do flying in it, honestly. I've spent so long tweaking Visual XP and XP Realistic and all this other stuff. But yeah, I do enjoy tweaking explain and making orthos and making liveries and all sorts. Beautiful. I love that we can see the beacon light here reflecting off the engine cowling. Not too long to go then, about 70-ish nautical miles to our top of descent. Alright, great Alex. Yeah, I'm glad you've seen those videos. They are very good. And thank you for your kind words about the auto videos. I do plan to make a new install tutorial for the new version. It is a minor difference to the installation, but since auto is already confusing to install, I thought I'd make a new tutorial, so that's coming soon, hopefully. But yeah, they're getting some decent updates with auto. It's not in a stage where I could sort of 100% recommend it over auto for XP. I'd much rather auto for XP, if I'm completely honest. But if you're lacking on storage space, then auto is a great option too. It's not perfect though, but it's getting there. I mean, we've got to remember it is technically pre-release still. We're on what, 0.7.2 now, I think so. But yeah, it's good that we have the option. Everything still looks good up here. Looks good. Why don't we take a quick listen to the ATIS for Munich.
Echo, Delta, Delta, Mike, airport information. Lima 1820, Zulu, weather, wind 256, at 3, visibility 10,000, sky clear, temperature 6, 2.3, QNH 1027. Advise on initial contact, you have information.
Alright, so clear skies, very, very calm winds. It's a bit cold, 6 degrees, that's fine. Auto for XP just takes so long to download though. I remember spending days trying to get it all done. Yeah, the tiles can take a while, but I generally just leave them when I'm not doing anything on the PC. I'll just generate a few in a batch, so it's not too bad. I mean, once they're generated, then you can just use them and there's no performance impact at all with Auto for XP. No stuttering, nothing like that. So once they're generated, they're not going to have any issues with them. I just love how this terrain here looks, all these mountains, and so intricate. Looks great. So we are nearing our top of descent now. Our first restriction is, see there's auto, loading a new tile. Our first restriction is up here at NAPSA. Got to be under flight level 100, so that's fine. Max 250 knots. Yeah, 100% Alex. I've got a video on it, got some custom settings that you can try, which make auto even better. So yeah, for sure, go ahead. Taking a look at it, I mean, yeah, generating tiles might take a while, but once they're done, you know. Absolutely, Chris, yeah. The V-States option is also there, so got a few different options nowadays for all of those, which is great. Yeah, so for Europe with authors, I found that generally Bing, which is what you're seeing now, this is all Bing as the source. Bing's pretty good, and occasionally Arc in some areas, it just depends. You can of course preview what the tile will look like. For the UK, I generally use Arc because Arc looks the best, that's for sure. I'm not a fan of what Bing looks like for the UK. For the rest, Bing and Arc covers everything. Should be a fairly simple approach here into Munich. Clear sky. Oh, as I say, clear skies. Looks like we're gonna get an overcast layer here. But it's not windy, very calm, so should be good there. And that aircraft, oh hello. Is that an A340? No, it's a Turkish A330. Yep, we did get that overcast layer, so I guess weather just updated. Decrease the range on the MD. Back to our overcast clouds again then, I guess. Yep, Chris, yeah, you're correct. I'm not aware of any pre-downloadable orthos for most of Europe. There might be some really old ones somewhere, but I generally recommend for Europe, just make your own. That's what I do. I generally just make tiles for sort of areas that, you know, the tile that actually has the particular airport that I'm flying into or out of. And then I'll just either use ortho in between or just won't have orthos in between, because while I'm cruising, I'm generally not, you know, looking at the flight. I'm generally either out or doing work or something like that. So having orthos for the route, sort of en route, doesn't really bother me too much. More just for the departure and landing that I'd really like autos for. So we are just about to reach our top of descent, so we'll put in 10,000. And we'll just wait to hit that top of the descent, and then we'll hit the profile button. Start descending momentarily. There it is. There's the descent, perfect. So yeah, I really do need to try this RXP enhancer script for these dark cockpits, because the MD-11 in particular suffers from these dark, really dark cockpits. I mean, that is at the bottom of my screen. It's virtually pitch black down there. It's like night time, so definitely got to get that sorted and tried. Hey Madras Pilot, how's it going? It's been a while. Tried to install Soundpack for 757 and X-Plane 12 and for some reason the external engine sounds don't seem to work. Just followed the given instructions. Is there a known issue? I presume the Mango Studios, no, there shouldn't be. I'd recommend reinstalling the 757 completely. So the 757, you just have your default flight factor stuff, and then I do have a video on installing Mango Studio Soundpack, so you can go ahead and check that out. And just it's just a drag and drop process, but it should work. If you do continue to have issues, then do join the Mango Studio Discord, and they'll be more than happy to help you there in the support channel. The support is generally pretty good, so they can always help you there. Although I don't think there's a known issue for that. At least my 757 sounds are perfectly fine. So, how are we doing here? Just passing 29,000. Flight level 290. Love the wing view. I'm just getting a bit of that auto peeking through the clouds there. I've been having a hard time getting my head around SAM3 and X-Plane 12. Wish there was an idiot guide to SAM3. What's the issue exactly? I'm more than happy to try and help. Awesome, we'll do a clean reinstall and let you know. Cheers. Yeah, no worries, Madras Pilot. Clean reinstall is always recommended anyway. I think Xsub Data will do a clean install for you. Or you can just delete it and re-download it from the org. So yeah, I don't really use the SAM3, like all of these features with SAM. I just literally have it installed for the gate system for some of these payware airports, but I don't really use all of this stuff, really. It's a shame that the doors page isn't in the X-Plane 12 version, because airports like Hayward and Chester, which is the Beluga line station in the UK, the $0 payware scenery for that is really great. And in X-Plane 11 we could open and close the Beluga doors, right? But for some reason X-Plane 12 we can't. Looks like we're slightly high on the profile, but it's not too bad at all. Really do like this EFB. Very nice, very easy to use. And I love how they've integrated all this stuff from Avitab. you know, it's really nice. I'm using the Honeycomb Bravo, but I've just got my, see, because I've modified my airliner handles, so the default Boeing ones that come with the Honeycomb Bravo, the actual handles themselves are really small, so I 3D printed a new set, so I don't actually have space to put 3 throttle levers on my Bravo, so I'm just using 2, and I just have it set so the left, what would be engine number 1, it controls all 3. Don't have like split controls or anything. But I'll hopefully get some MD-11 style throttle handles printed for the Honeycomb Bravo. It'd be pretty cool. Still need to get some Airbus ones printed. Well, for instance, how do I get jetways to move? I recently bought KDEN and KSFO from the org store, but can't use Explain's Grand Menu to toggle the jetways. Also, Sam rearranged my scenery.ini. Yes, Sam does tend to mess with the scenery.ini, which is quite frustrating, especially when it comes to things like auto. But to control the gates, they are generally automatic. Now I can show you when we land. I can't do it now in the air. But generally, they spawn attached to the aircraft. And then when you turn your beacon on, it will disengage automatically, and the same for when you park up at a stand. It will re-engage when you turn your beacon off, essentially, but you can do it through the app, and I'll show you that when we land. You can set it up to do it manually too. Although I will admit, occasionally it hasn't worked for me, it doesn't pick up the scenery. But I'm presuming KSFO is Mr. SFD, sorry, and this scenery that we're flying to now is also SFD Munich, so we'll have a look. But yeah, you won't, I don't think you'll be able to do it through the X-Plane ground handling menu. Still looking good on the profile then. So I go to takeoff approach page and have a look. So this is saying reapproach is 164, flaps 35 for landing, so that's all fine. Let's go ahead and set our minimums then. So minimums today is going to be 50, because it's clear. So let's go ahead and set that. Open one. So we'll just set that to 50. There we are, perfect. Oh, that should be Barrow actually. So it'll be 50 in the barometer, not the radio altimeter. There we are. So do high quality autotars decrease performance like Zoom level 17? No. Not unless you're really low on VRAM or something. You should be fine. I use Zoom level 17 as a base, and then it upgrades to Zoom level 18 and 19 as you get closer to the airport. So the immediate airport surroundings and sort of extended from the runways are Zoom level 18 and 19, but the rest is all 17. So as we get closer to Munich, you'll see my normal auto for XP TAR there is just Zoom level 17. Yeah. No worries. I mean, if you have a hotel in Zoom level 19, you might, run out of VRAM or something, but it really depends on your graphics card, and I've never known Auto for XP to cause any sort of performance issues, so hence why I recommend it over Auto, just because it doesn't affect anything in the sim except make it look beautiful. Look at that. Very nice. If I'm not mistaken, that's Salzburg, somewhere over, or did we pass it? Salzburg is over here somewhere, I believe. So yeah, very nice scenery. We've got obviously Innsbruck over there somewhere. Should have Munich in view. just there. That's Munich Airport. Yeah, no worries, Chris. We'll do that upon... Oh, wait. Hang on. I just remembered. So we're parking up at a... You know what? We'll go to a stand where there's a jetway. Obviously, I would have parked up at a cargo ramp where there's no jetway, but... For the purposes of showing the SAM jetway system, we'll just park up at a regular passenger ramp. That's perfectly fine. It's honestly better than default or auto because of the default autogen and the way auto streams it. Yeah, auto for XP is definitely better than default and auto, that's for sure. I just like how it doesn't affect anything inside the sim. Like auto right now is causing these stutters, but that'll go away soon, so it's not too big of a deal, but it does get slightly annoying. And yeah, if you pair it with something like Sim Heaven, it's very, very nice. So let's get landing lights on, nose light can go to land, turn-offs can go on, logo light can go on, with all our lights on as required there. So this will all still be auto, so it's actually pretty decent quality. But as we get closer, we'll transition to my regular auto. We do need to start slowing down, so I'm going to pull the speed brakes. So we can start slowing down here to under 250 knots. Haven't tried Sim Heaven, does that decrease performance? Very slightly, again it's dependent on your machine, it might not affect it at all. For me it does very slightly. Maybe just a couple of frames, but if you watch my installation video, I've got a tip in there which helps with performance and basically makes the performance decrease minimal with Sim Heaven. You can just disable the sorry, I'm just watching the speed here as we get under 10,000, should be good. You can just disable, I think it's scenery packs 3 and 4 in the Sim Heaven package, because those are extras and it adds things like park benches and I don't know, post boxes, stuff like that to your sim, which obviously flying airliners you're never gonna see that level of detail, are you? So I just remove them. Should be able to show you here. If I bring up, let's have a look here. If I bring up my custom scenery folder, my scenery packs.ini, and if I just show you that, there you are. So there's my custom scenery.ini, and as you can see here, the packs 3 and 4 I've disabled because these do impact FPS and in my opinion are just not needed. But yeah, it's all in the video. I've already filled up my 2TB M2 drive with auto and now need another drive. What's the absolute fastest external SSD these days? At Thunderbolt? I'm not sure. Currently I'm just using a regular, you know, old style HDD hard drive, and it's fine for my external stuff. But the fastest will probably be, you know, an SSD or an NVMe or something like that. Hey Jada, how's it going? Lovely to have you here. They fill up quick. They do. The hard drives with autos do fill up quick for sure. I'm also trying RXP X-Plane Enhancer to fix a dark cockpit and better night lighting. It's amazing so far. Yes, my plan tomorrow is to experiment with that. That's my plan tomorrow. So, are we going to start descending here? We'll start descending here from 10,000 in just a second. There's Munich Airport off in the distance, and we have Munich City over here. I'm good, Jada, thank you very much. Just in time for the landing. Bring my Navigraph back here. So for the auto brake today, we're just going to go medium. That should be perfectly fine. I'm glad to see all these good things about RXP Enhancer. Looking forward to trying it tomorrow. So we should be able to see the Munich city over there. Not been to city before. I have been to the airport. It was a stopover. Huge airport. Massive airport. But I really enjoyed seeing all the A340s and 747s there. Lufthansa obviously still flying them, so that was exciting when I went. Yeah, what I want to do is compare. So some of the features of the RXP Enhancer looks like, you know, they do, or they intend to do a similar thing as what Visual XP does, like with night lighting and stuff. So I want to test out, you know, which one's better, considering Visual XP is payware too. I definitely want to sort of compare them both. The speed is 220, that's fine. I deleted it. It seemed like it messed up my clouds, but I do also have Visual XP clouds enabled. Yeah, so I'm going to disable Visual XP clouds completely when I try it, or I'll just disable Visual XP completely to avoid any sort of them interfering with each other. There's Munich. Should be making a right turn shortly. Let's set the local pressure on our altimeter then. So 1027. Wrong one. Set that back to 50. It's this one. 1027. Perfect. I am going to land at Munich over there. Should be landing in just a few minutes here. So I'm gonna set the speed myself now, so just down to 20. So yeah, just find this little pattern here into Munich. The ortho does look good around here, so this would be all my zoom level 17 ortho that I've generated myself. With the custom mesh that comes with the SFD scenery as well. It's a very, very good scenery. So we have all our lights for landing, as they should be. Everything here is looking good. We can just level that out now, that's fine. So for the landing here, Navigraph is saying we've got a 2 knot crosswind from the left and a 6 knot headwind, so that's perfectly fine. Love the MD-11, looks so nice, so unique. I just hope this landing goes well. It's a difficult one to land. My buddy swears by Lassie, is that? He did a bunch of research for an external driver and told me that they have the fastest and are not terribly overpriced. Oh, that's great. We are descending nicely here to about 5,000, which is our platform altitude, sorry. I'm also getting Totus A320 Neo. Oh yeah, you'll enjoy that one. Let's get it slowed down to about 180 now. We will actually have to set flaps 15. So we'll set flaps 15 there. And we'll go 180 again. We'll have to reset that. There we are. We have captured the glide slope there, but we won't arm the approach mode. Let's see SSD. Right, I'm guessing they're brand. Then might have to take a look into that. The current ones I'm using is just a 2 1 terabyte old hard drives, but they seem to be working fine. They are a bit slow. Right, let's set flaps 28 then. Perfect. Looking good here, and I just want to make sure there's nothing on the approach into Munich, because as we know it does like to spawn aircraft in front of us. Looks like there's a CRJ on approach to 26 right, but we're fine, and there's something taking off there. So I think we should be all good to go. As long as traffic level doesn't just spawn something in front of us. Lovely. Let's turn the approach mode on now. See, there's that CRJ9 in front of us. Can we spot him maybe? Landing on the parallel runway. No, can't seem to see him. Well, at 10 nautical miles out now, looks like we've captured the localizer and the glide slope. Lights all on, that's perfectly fine. Everything here looks good. Alright, I think we're auto brakes are set. Perfect. Hey, how's it going?
2500.
I love the MD-11 call outs. Just brilliant.
2500.
So let's go down to 160 now. Actually, no, let's not go down to 160. Our V approach is 163, so we'll stay at 180 for now. I think we will go gear down in just a second. There's that CRJ. It's just landing on the parallel runway. Looks like we're clear. There's nothing there, so we're all good. That 737's taken off. 6 miles, let's put our landing gear down. And we'll set flaps 35. There we are.
Landing
and we'll go to 164.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Alright,
Landing
4
gear.
greens. Perfect.
Stabilizer motion.
Getting a bit low on the glide slope there.
Stabilizer motion.
Look at that approach angle. Quite knows. I found that the MD-11s tend to come in with quite a high
1000.
attitude on approach. Anyway, let's disconnect.
Autopilot.
I
Autopilot.
control the aircraft.
Autopilot.
There we are. Get the aircraft all trimmed. Let auto throttle still control our speed, but we're flying the aircraft manually here. Now I found that the localizer does tend to be slightly off to the right here.
500.
So we'll
400.
correct for that.
$300. $200.
Still a bit right of center line.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Not too bad. I just remembered we disabled XP Realistic, didn't we, when we started the APU, and we never turned it back on. Whoops. We'll disengage the reversers there, manual braking. Hey Omer, thanks a lot. We'll take a look at the replay in just a second here. Just manual braking here. We'll take this high speed. Welcome to Munich, ladies and gentlemen. So instead of going to the cargo terminal here, we will go to a passenger terminal so we can look at the gates. Thanks Sam, thanks Chris, very much appreciated. So slow it right down here, take a right turn here. Put the flaps up, disarm the speed brakes. Very nice scenery. Thanks Stan, very much appreciated. XP Realistic is an absolute must. I don't know how I didn't notice it was off. I just noticed on the touchdown one, I didn't have any touchdown sounds and the camera didn't shake, and yeah, my apologies for that. Yeah, slightly out of touchdown zone I think there, but we got it down. It is the MD-11 at the end of the day. It's not the easiest to land, that's for sure, but definitely very fun to hand fly. So let's get landing lights off. Nose light go to taxi. High intensity, aka the strobe, can go off. Transponder, just put that on standby for now. Weather radar as well can go off. There we are. So there's the Lufthansa Technik hangar. There's Lufthansa cargo area. Turn the weather radar off here. Just press that. And we'll park up at the gate, shut down the aircraft, take a look at the replay. You see all the Lufthansa and everything, all the aircraft popping them there from traffic global. There's a Lufthansa A320 there taxiing. I do love having traffic global. It makes the airports feel so much more alive. We'll take the second left actually. Alright, and you can see all the custom mesh stuff here. You can see how, you know, the road goes under, and then we've got this bridge, and very nicely modeled here from SFD. Look at that, very nice. So let's just go over here to the right, and we'll park up somewhere over there. Let's go here. When I was in Munich, at the airport, there was an A380, an Emirates A380 had just come in and parked up at pretty much one of these stands over here. And I was in a whole different terminal building on the other side of the airport, and I was so upset when I saw it come and park up over here, not near where I was, because I really did want to see that. Alright. We'll park up here. We'll turn the nose light off and the turn off lights off. There we have the VDGS system from Sam. We'll stop there, perfect. Set the parking brake. We didn't start the APU, did we? Alright, so we'll get the APU started then. Right, so as you will see in a second, the gate will connect when I turn the beacon off. So as soon as we have the APU started, I'll kill the engines, turn the APU off. In the meantime, let me catch up with the chat. And I feel like simulators like in real life, once train pilot should have XP realistic or FS realistic, since I've been to 2 different sims and both didn't have any. Oh, I see what you mean here. FS realistic and XP realistic just make such a massive difference. Live traffic with my real traffic subscription and the XGXS model has been a game changer for me. Can track the flights in Flight Radar 24 too. I really want to try that. I know I've got traffic global, but I do want to try that again. I tried it when X-Plane came out and it wasn't working for me, but I'll have to revisit that. So do we have the APU starting available? We'll wait for that to stay steady. I think I need to wait. Look at all these, the moving people walking around. People walking around inside the terminal. Lufthansa vans. Just a very nice scenery. Very nice. Texturing is great as well, and all the custom buildings, and very, very good. So if you click this with Sam, you can change between manual and automatic. So if you go to manual, you can click on the door here and just slide that and it'll connect. So if or click it, sorry, there you go. It will start connecting. But if I go back to, okay, it's just gonna connect now. But that's essentially what would happen when I turn the beacon off too. Or you can do it manually. That's the 2 ways you can do it. Note to self, turn off beacon light to toggle jetway. Yeah, absolutely. Or you can do it manually like that. Alright, APU's here. So get the engine shut down, get the beacon on. What I might do is wait for this to connect. So he's gonna go away now. Is our beacon? No, leave that on. And I'll switch it back to automatic mode once it stops moving, and then we'll showcase that. So we'll go to auto now. And when I turn the beacon off, he should start connecting. There it is. Yeah. Works very well for me. Sam is really nicely integrated with all these airports with the, you know, VTGS here. And all these, you know, the walking people. I think that's actually part of LST, possibly. Anyway, let's go for a shutdown. So logo light can go off, nav light can go off as well. Turn the emergency exit lights off. No smoking signs can go off. Not that there was anyone in the back anyway. The ADAs can go off, and we'll just literally go APU off. Emergency power off, battery off. There we are. So let's go ahead and no worries, Stan. Stan, thank you very much. We'll see you soon for sure. Let me finish my flight on Sim Toolkit Pro. There it is. That was 1 hour and 15 minutes. And let's take a look at the replay. So maybe like here. Just drag this all the way back. Let me take a look at this. So when you do the replay, it does play these engine start sounds from the Soundpack, but it only does it when you sort of go into replay mode. But after you've been in replay mode for a second or two, it'll sort itself out. So. Right of center line. So you'll need the sounds are back to normal now. It's just the first one. I think we were actually just about within the touchdown zone. Just. But we were right of center line. Yeah. You see the wind blowers. Take a look at a few more. Look at that. What a beauty. The flight controls moving. Amazing. Look at the shadow too, wow. Maybe one last one. Look at that. Lovely. Noswell came down quite nicely actually. Didn't slam down. one last look. Right, well, yeah, gotta love the MD-80, the MD-11, for sure. Right, well, thank you all for being here. That was a really enjoyable stream, actually. I hope we enjoyed flying the MD-11. That was very fun, definitely. Maybe landing could have been better, but hey, we got it down. So yeah, thank you all very much for being here. Thank you to all the members as well for your continued support. And should be back on Monday evening, so I'll see you then.